Hey you guys, I am back again. I had no idea that when I said I was going to make a video every time I was inspired by a client that I would be running by Jerry Hickman's office several times a day. Um, but it doesn't surprise me because I work with some of the best people in the best community and I love what I do and I'm inspired all day, every day. So it's actually probably a little after 9 by now. I've already been home, changed my clothes, obviously had some dinner. And I was thinking through the day and just being so grateful to have the opportunity to do what I do. And when I was thinking about the day, one of the things that inspired me and then re-inspired me tonight to drive back into town to make this video is that one of my clients gave me some pushback. And I love pushback because it gives me the opportunity to do one of two things. One, either I'm going to learn something from that person, or I have the opportunity to teach that person. And both of those things I love. So the pushback was about upselling. And first of all, let me just tell you, I think we need to take that word out of our vocabulary. For some reason, the word sales is scary to a lot of people, right? They don't like upselling. They don't like the word sales. They don't like to be sold to. How many times have you got a phone call, you don't know the number, and you think it's a solicitor, right? I'm not going to be sold to. Don't oversell me. Don't upsell me. And so it has this negative connotation to it. I used to do sales training for a large bank, and I knew immediately that they asked me to do the sales training because I was great at sales. And immediately, as soon as they asked me to do the training, I knew I had to change the name. And I changed the name from sales training to meeting the customer needs. Because really, that's all selling is. It's just figuring out what somebody needs and matching that up with what you have to fill their need. And so what I found is that typically, when I work with people in sales, their pushback comes from one thing, and it's their mindset. So one, we typically have this negative idea of the word sales, right? We think of the stereotypical, forgive me, people in the automotive industry, but car salesmen. And there are a lot of great car salesmen, and I appreciate you, and you can sell me a new car any day. But we have this, negative thought about the word. And the other thing is, if I would challenge you to say, are you truly passionate and do you believe in the products and services that you have to offer? Because if you do, you won't be able to help yourself from selling. And I was trying to think of an example of this as I'm driving back into town tonight. And I think a good example would be me. So I have a few products and services that I offer, and when I ask you if you value your products and services, if you're passionate about them, do you believe in them, I want to use myself as an example. So I work with small businesses. I have one-on-one business coaching. So we meet every single week to plan, to track, to measure, to strategize, to brainstorm, to help them grow their business, and ultimately live a much greater quality of life, because that's what it boils down to. I love business. It's my passion, but improving people's lives really is my purpose. And in that, I give them all my tools, my templates, my systems, my time, my advice, my guidance, my direction, my experience, my expertise. And I've grown companies from 14 employees to over 200 employees. I've worked with people that worked 90 hours a week, and now they're working 20 hours a week, and they're enjoying their life. And guess what? They still make a lot more revenue and income than they did when they were working 90 hours a week. I love what I do, and I know there's a great value in that. My one-on-one coaching program is $1,200 a month. I'll guarantee a return on your investment, far beyond anything you could have ever imagined. And I'm not shy about it, right? Because my mindset is that I believe in what I do. I know I can solve problems. I know I can change your life. I know I can give you your quality of life back that you wanted when you started in business. And I'm not shy about it. So my mindset is that for lack of a better term, and I'm not using proper grammar, I can't not. How could I not share that opportunity with somebody when I know that it could change their life? So when you think about your products and services, are you passionate about it? Do you believe in it? And if you are, and you do, then the word sales falls away, right? It's about who are people that have a need that I can meet and help them with my product or service. Then it doesn't become sales. You're just looking for people that you can help, and who doesn't love to do that? And the other thing is, if you believe in your products and services and you don't offer them to people, are you not doing them a disservice? And I'll use myself as an example again. You know, I shared today about when I bought a new car, and then I realized I didn't have heated seats. And I would have really liked to have had heated seats. And the salesperson didn't mention that to me. So, and I didn't think about it at the time. No excuses, I should have been more prepared. But what a disservice to me, because now I already own the car. I'm not going to go buy another new car and go the financing process and sit there for the day. I will maybe when I buy another new car. I've left restaurants and didn't even have a drink in my hand. And feeling kind of frustrated. Again, no excuses. I should have known. I'm an adult, right? I know I need beverages. But again, I felt like they did a disservice to me because I had a need. They had the opportunity to help me with the need and fill it. And they didn't give me the opportunity. When I was in banking, I was the #1 salesperson. And the bank had a promotion for overdraft protection. And I was the #1 salesperson for overdraft protection. And everybody was like, wow, you're so great. How do you do it? How do you sell? And I said, I don't sell anything. I just share the opportunity to meet someone's needs. And sometimes they might not even realize that they have that need. So I saw people overdraw their account by $5. And those checks were returned before they had overdraft protection. And what happened was sometimes that was their electric bill, right? So their electric was shut off. They had a reconnect fee. Now they had a late fee on their electric account. They also had an overdraft fee from the bank, and they probably weren't in a position, obviously, where they had all the funds they needed to pay their electric bill. Now, I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm not saying they shouldn't have had a better plan. But what I'm saying is, if I didn't tell them about the opportunity, I'm doing them a disservice. I believed in that. By the way, if you don't have overdraft protection, you should get it. 20 years later, I'm still a firm believer, right? So 2 questions for you tonight. Actually today, because I think I'm going to post this video tomorrow. Do you believe in your products and services so much that you, for lack of a better term, in proper grammar, that you can't not share it with the world? And number 2, what are the things that you need to overcome to understand that it is your mindset that will stop you, right? And what are the things you need to understand that you're doing a disservice to your clients by not offering them everything that you have to offer? Because only you can offer it in the way that you do, right? People ask me all the time, what's the #1 challenge in business? Is it cash flow? Is it sales? Is it managing people? Is it market demographics? And I'll tell you the #1 reason, the answer every single time that I say is mindset. Because if you think you can't do it, I know it sounds so simple, right? But if you think you can't do it, you can't do it. And if you don't believe in your products or services, you're not going to offer them. And if you're not offering them, you're doing a disservice. Told you these are impromptu, no editing. You're doing a disservice to your clients. So we don't want their electric to be shut off. Believe in your products and services. Know what you have to offer, and then offer them to everyone in the community or the world that you can serve. Think about Starbucks. What if the founder of Starbucks would have said, Starbucks. Words are hard for me after 9 o'clock, you guys. What if he would have said, you know what, nobody's going to pay $8 for a cup of coffee. It even sounds a little outrageous as I say it, right? But he believed in his quality, He believed in the service. He built a system that he knew that would provide the service to people who would value his $8 cup of coffee. Imagine if he would have thought he couldn't. So the biggest challenge in business isn't numbers. It isn't average dollar sale. It isn't anything other than you and your mindset. I need you to believe in you, believe in what you do, believe in the value of you, your products, and your services, and don't ever let an opportunity go by that you're not offering that to your customers and your clients and giving them everything that they need.